One, I would probably say they're the two most common formations that I played against just this weekend in Champs. Well, I think I found something a little bit sneaky with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow that can actually obliterate them and score so easily and kind of use their weakness against them in a way that I don't really see many people talking about. As you can see from the clips, this is all just one ball going to the cam and then breaking them down with a little bit of a secret roll. Are you ready for it? Let's get into it. If your team is falling behind and you want an Mbappe, an R9, any of the latest promo players, then head over to eldorado.gg. They've got you covered with cheap and reliable FC26 coins. And I know you've probably heard that a lot, but look at the reviews. Look how many different options you've got before you go and purchase. Once you are satisfied with your vendor, then head over and type in ALX to get your 5% off of your order. Let's get back to the video. So everyone, no beating around the bush. Here's the code on screen. If you want to just get the code and go into games, that's absolutely fine. You've got the code. You can leave this video now. But if you want to really get the understanding behind, stick around for literally 3 or 4 minutes and it will definitely help you when you get into the game, and also will help you make tweaks so you can make this tactic your own. So I've gone for balanced build up style and I've gone for 60 line depth. But the real point here, let me just quickly run through the tactics, the roles, but I'm going to really explain exactly what's going on. So we've got 2 wing backs, we've got a holding CDM on defend, we've got 2 box-to-box ball-winning centre mids, and there's something really important I need to say about those. Then I've got a classic 10 with 2 false 9s on attack. Now, we're going to leave the controller and we're going to get to our trusty little pen here. Now, what I will just say, these 2 centre mids, okay, first thing I must say about them, definitely have 2 centre mids on the bench that can come in and play box to box because they're going to get tired. Now, it might be the fact that I was using Chukwuemeka and it might be Gerald, it might be their stamina stats, I don't know. But whichever centre mid I use, they got absolutely obliterated by kind of like the 65th, 70th minute. So especially in Champs games which are going into extra time, potentially you need to have 2 centre mids on your bench and you'll probably use them. Now, actually, I'm going to quickly go to this setting. So this is what it looks like when you have got the ball. The reason we've got wing back is because your 2 box to boxes are very narrow. And it's great for, you know, having so many players to get forward, but it's good to have that wide option. Now, if you're not comfortable with wing back, just change them to fullback on versatile. I like versatile as kind of like if you can have a double fullback setting. I think versatile is good. So when one goes forward, the other sits back in a back 3. But anyway, we want to get to why this obliterates a 4-5-1 or 4-4-1-1. What are they missing? A CDM. Well, who's going to sit in that space? This classic 10. So if we think about when you're being attacked against, so let's just pick the 4-5-1. We've got 4, and then we've typically got inside forwards on the left, bit of right mid, and then we've got 3 centre mids. One is usually on deep line playmaker, one is usually on advanced playmaker. Sorry, I don't know why I said advanced playmaker on attack, and then one is usually box to box. That's the most common setup I've seen with the 4-5-1. But what this is going to do is they're effectively in a line, and with one pass, either from our wing back, it could be our centre back, it could be our CDM, it could be our right back, it doesn't matter. One pass completely takes out these 3 centre mids. And because they haven't got a CDM in a 4-4-1-1 or 4-5-1, the ball just goes straight to the feet of the classic 10. And this is what you would have seen in the setup. Now, the reason I've gone 2 false 9s and not advanced forward, you can go advanced forward, but sometimes you get the ball on the left-hand side and actually you cannot make this ball to the cam, but you can make this pass here to the false 9. So actually having the false 9 will mean that they detach from the back 4. So if we have our back 4 kind of here, the false 9 will move away from the defenders to get that ball. That's the sole reason I've got false 9, because sometimes I can't get to the cam and sometimes I need to bypass to the false 9 and vice versa on the right hand side. An advanced forward on attack would actually work beautifully if you can consistently get this ball to the cam's feet, who's going to be in acres of space, and then you've got 2 runners. 2 things are going to happen. They have to switch to their back 4. This is the beautiful thing about it. The opposition has to switch to the back 4 because they don't have a midfield. If they don't switch to the back 4, then you can absolutely obliterate them. Now, with 2 advanced forwards, if you do make this change, they're going to have to switch to centre back. And then what do? Do they close down the classic 10 cam? Do they track the runner, if they do just track the runner, you can just advance safely with the classic 10. You literally put them in a really sticky situation. This is how I got 13 and 2. I did play one hacker on PC so easily, because actually it was the way I was just breaking people down with counterattack. Now, if you follow any of kind of like my content, you know that I'm more of a possession-based person. I like short passing normally, yet this just allowed me to obliterate any setup pretty much that didn't have a CDM. So here are the instructions. Here's the tactic. It might be something you have in your arsenal. So if you are playing against a 4-5-1, 4-4-1-1 and you're struggling and you can't get out and you're being dominated, switch to this. Get this ball to the classic 10, the cam, the 2 strikers so easily, and then you're attacking with 3 against a back 4. And 3 versus 4, I quite like that chance. I quite like those chances. So let me know how you get on. Please do let me know in the comment section below. If you did make any tweaks to any of the instructions, here you can go deep line playmaker on build up. Here you can go playmaker on attack or roaming. You can try lots of different things with the centre mids, but this front 3, the only changes I would make is perhaps advance forward on attack rather than false 9 on attack. But apart from that, let me know how you get on. A like on the video really does help me out and helps me grow the channel. Helps me put out more consistent videos. Sub if you are new and are interested in this kind of content. It's all based on tactics and gameplay tips really, and I'll see you on the next one. See you later.